We're at the Oman Cricket Academy. Mahank Patel scored a century for USA in the first innings, 230 for 9 USA made, and then Kushal Bertel, 84 off 93 at the top of the chase. Rohit Paudel, 62 not out off 87 balls. Nepal chased a target of 231 with an over to spare. And then they chased a target of 205 against Papua New Guinea at Sharjah in March to win by 2 wickets. Rohit Paudel again, 60 top scoring in that game. Arab Sheikh, 49. They had a big partnership together. And then most recently in May against Zimbabwe A, that was in Kathmandu. They chased a target of 214 against Zimbabwe A. They got there in 30.1 overs, 19.5 overs to spare. As Craig Williams is going to come into the attack now for his first bowl of the day. Long on is in place. He's very straight. They're going to take him on for the second run. Smith, who has been slow to the ball and slow between the wickets throughout the series, hasn't bowled at all. He doesn't look exactly in peak fitness, you have to say, and that may be part of the reason why he's not been bowling. He allows a second run there.
Yeah, it was great running by Saraf as well to take advantage of that. Very quick between the wickets.
That game against Zimbabwe A. Kushal Bertel, 84 off 61, and Dipender Singh Irie, 60 not out off 43 balls. Nepal's highest chase in ODI cricket came in 2019 when they chased a target of 255 against the UAE in bilateral series. They won by 4 wickets. And that was a day when Paras Kadka scored 115 off 109 balls, 15 fours and a 6. Nepal got there with 5.2 overs to spare. The shouts growing louder and louder again from the Nepal bench. Not necessarily the fans, but the bench starting to make more and more noise.
Yeah, this is building up to a great finish if these two can stay together a little longer. Just starting to find their feet, I think. So Williams, no wicket so far on the tour. Bowled 4 overs for 15 in the first game, his first game against Nepal, and then against Scotland the other day, 2 overs for 7.
This one chipped, but very safely. Not the most elegant shot. They're going to come back for 2. This is going to be tight. And Dipender Singh Irie, completely unnecessary. There was no need for that.
Crazy running. Absolutely crazy running from Dipender Singh Irie. He's given that away. Peter called it. Absolutely no need for that second run at all. As soon as the fielders safely gathered, you could see what the outcome was going to be. Disaster for Nepal.
Ben Chikongo, he's not making very many friends in Kathmandu today, but they're loving him in Vavish Bay. I'll tell you that much, Jake Perry.
They certainly are. They certainly are.
And Windhoek, Vavish Bay, all across Namibia. Ben Chikongo, a hero for Namibia today. There was never a second there. There was no hesitation from Irie. He wanted to come back. He never hesitated. He's running hard the whole way, but he's still a good 6 inches short here, and that just shows it was pure lunacy trying to come back for that second run.
Oh, Dipendra, what have you done? So 132 for 7 now. Sampal Kami comes to the middle to join Pawan Saraf. But now still 68 required. That's looking a long way off.
And that's Dipender Singh Irie's second highest score for Nepal since January 19th of 2019. Out for 38. His next best score after that is 36, February 5th, 2020. And he's got the century against Papua New Guinea, but so rare for him to get a start, and he had to keep going on. And Pavan Saraf was looking decent, so it's not like he needed to protect him. There's really no reason you could justify that second attempted run.
No, you're absolutely right. He was looking comfortable, Dipender Singh Arie, after all those struggles that we've spoken about recently. He really didn't look in any trouble at all. And it's all gone very quiet again as far as the Nepal supporters are concerned, as the noise in the field then starts up once more.
Can we get Johnny, can we get after this delivery, can we get... Freiling is now going to bowl his final over. And that's definitely not two. Pavan Saraf was turning back hard. Sampakami says no.
Yeah, Lofty Eaton tore after that ball. Sure, there was no chance. If they were going to go for it, he was ready for them.
Tip and run. Kami wants it. Erasmus had to rotate with his back to the field. Couldn't get the ball out.
Yeah, with the angle that he had to pick up, he could only shot at the bowler's end, but as Peter said, just couldn't gather to make the attempt.
And a drop. Erasmus, who has done just about everything right this week in the field. The slightest of blemishes now on his record. That was a sharp chance, hit very, very hard, but it definitely carried.
Yeah, it did. Really good contact from Saraf. Went straight to Erasmus, but very low. So a tough chance. But with everything that Erasmus has been nailing in the field this tour, you wouldn't have been surprised to see him cling on to that.
Slower ball, adjusted to by Saraf. So one more ball to see off of Freiling's day. The Nepal bench trying to get behind Saraf and Sampakami out in the middle. Johnny, do we have that? Go after this or no? Wide called, so the over is going to be extended for one more legal delivery. So 3 runs in the over, 2 off the bat. And we'll have another look at the run out. Just run it through. There's the shot out to deep square leg. Chicago with the relay. Now let's see if we can just keep rolling it through. Well after the decision is made. He's out. They start celebrating. Now keep watching here. Giving it an almighty roar with a double fist pump from about 2 feet away. And Dipender Singh Irie just has to grin and bear it. See if we can get it again. Not sure if we'll get another good replay of it. That just shows how intense this is and how badly they want it. One more time, we'll try and get a look. Now watch Lofty Eaton. Lofty Eaton comes in from the end there. Lofty Eaton comes in at the very end. Let's just see if we can see this here. Bails come off. Everybody else runs off celebrating towards Ben Chicago, but watch Lofty Eaton come in from the offside. We're not going to be able to see it, but I don't think there was anybody more animated than Lofty Eaton. He let Dipender Singh Irie know about it for sure, Jake Perry.
As you said, there's been a bit of how could we put it? A little bit of needle between these two teams from time to time through this game. Lots of words exchanged.
And there is wicket number 8. Lecoq at backward point. A very simple catch. And Erasmus holds the pose. He's strutting. He's giving it his best Ric Flair. The only thing that's mitten is a woo! That's all he didn't do there, Jake Perry.
Yeah, he enjoyed that. Did the Namibia captain. Yeah, just slapped straight to the catcher.
Look at Erasmus.
Just floated that one up.
Easy catch for Lecoq. Let's just see if we can just keep it on Erasmus down the pitch. See what the captain does. No, he was, again, making sure to let everybody in the Nepal side know that he enjoyed that wicket very, very much. Jake Perry.
He did. And here is Lamashane, the one that they've been waiting for.
Well, they got their math wrong. David Visa and Craig Williams were shot before. 8 more wickets until we see Sandy. Oh, he's coming out at number 10 instead of number 11. So
the joke's on them.
No, this is 75, not 25. It is 75. This is, got it wrong on screen. This is Basir Ahmad. So he is going to come in at number 11. Got to get that corrected. It's Basir Ahmad who's come in, left-hander. Big appeal first up. Helen Hago has an awful long think about it before giving it not out.
Yeah, trapped back on his crease didn't help. Like it was a little high, perhaps missing leg too. That bounce.
So it's a wicket maiden from the captain. .135 for 8 after 37. Nepal down, but they're not out yet. They've been battling hard all week long. But the wickets that they've been celebrating progressively in this chase getting more and more intense. I have to say, Jake Perry, there's been an awful lot of chatter out there in the middle. And Namibia making it abundantly clear in no uncertain terms they are enjoying this contest.
Gives Namibia the opportunity to leapfrog Nepal in the table if they can close this out.
And they lost both matches to Scotland in Glasgow, but they're on the cusp of a second victory here in Ayr, and yeah, they would just jump past Nepal, take a 1 point advantage into 5th place, and they would be 5 points behind USA with 6 matches in hand, and USA has to tour Namibia later this year, so Namibia will host 4 games, well, 6 games in all, but they'll be playing 4 home matches against Papua New Guinea and USA. If they can close out this win here, they'll move up to 5th. Saraf on strike as Scholz will bowl his 10th now. And there was some indecision there. It was a clear single on offer. It was just a matter of did they want it? Did Saraf want to protect
He's deserved that. There's Schultz. 4 for 22 now. It's bowled so well. This is final over. Rip the heart out of Nepal's batting. Those regular wickets right the way through the card. Here it is.
This is a much better angle.
Sharp turn.
And a big gap.
Yeah. Too good for Basir Ahmad.
So Lamachani now the captain, the last man in. Nepal 64 runs away. Scholz's best ODI figures before today, 4 for 27 against Papua New Guinea in Florida in September 2019. It's his second 4 for he's never taken 5. Can he close out the match with a maiden 5-wicket haul in ODI cricket? And now Erasmus going to send one final message to Sandeep Lamachani. He wants to stand right under the helmet as if the message wasn't sent any clearer earlier today. He's having a few more words. just in case you forgot to say anything, some sweet nothings before they get on the plane back to Windhoek. Just a final message to Sandy Blamachani. 5 for Schultz! Namibia win by 63 runs. A maiden 5-wicket haul for one of the finest servants of the game in Namibia's history. David Visa, the first to come over to shake hands with Sandy Blamachani. Good friends on the T20 franchise circuit. But the rest of the Namibia squad taking their sweet time to celebrate this one. Jake Perry.
Fantastic bowling from Schultz. He's thoroughly deserved that. His maiden 5-wicket haul in ODI cricket has popped up from Blamachani. Safely taken by the bowler. And didn't he enjoy that? Wraps up a terrific win for Namibia. It's a game that's swung this way and that a little sometimes. But again, lack of partnerships has cost Nepal dear. Bowled out for 136. And a comfortable win in the end for Namibia, who leapfrogged them in the table again. There's the card.
And Dipendra Singh Irie, that run out, that was really the final nail in the coffin.